This is your instructor, Chris Clover. These are the instructions for the UF200 Global Solutions research paper and reflection. There are 110 points possible. Assignment overview. Choose an ethical dilemma that has global implications. One way to do this is to identify a human population that has experienced oppression, discrimination, and marginalization such that their safety is compromised. Another way is to identify an issue that denies safety to a human population. Write about how this population or this issue is known to you personally at the micro level, how it exists in your local community at the meso level, and throughout the world at a global level or macro level. The goal of this paper is to use what you learned through this semester to think critically about an issue with global implications from multiple perspectives while connecting how the issue impacts you and your responsibility to the community. Using an ethical decision-making model, you can follow the steps to solve this dilemma. Be aware that the idea of solving the issue may be hypothetical. For example, identifying options or solutions to solve the issue of religious oppression in the Middle East may not be feasible. However, speculating on ideas that might be a start to solving an issue can prove useful, as well as analyzing the solutions that are already in place and their effectiveness at solving an issue. A topic proposal, draft of this paper, and a peer review is all part of the process for completing your research paper. Required content for this research paper. State the ethical dilemma and describe why you are interested in this ethical dilemma. Briefly state the facts of the ethical dilemma. Describe how this is a global issue, the impact it has in your community, and how this issue impacts you personally. 3. Describe at least 2 groups of stakeholders with vested interest in this issue. Analyze each stakeholder in terms of at least 2 cultural frameworks. These may include economics, historical, political, social, and religious, etc. 4. Refer to a decision-making model from the 5 you read about as a way to analyze this ethical issue when you are writing this paper. State the ethical framework you use to think about this issue, and then describe competing ethical frameworks that may explain each stakeholder's perspective. Identify a possible solution by finding laws, policies, and organizations, people, or other actions that demonstrate an attempt at addressing the global issue or solving the problem. Analyze the solutions or laws that are already in place in terms of how effectively they are addressing the issue. Are they practical, feasible, having an impact? Reflection. Do not put this in the draft. Answer these questions on a separate page. Do not put this in the draft. A. Given your understanding of your own cultural and social identity, your own perspective as a stakeholder in your own life, how do you believe this understanding impacts or influences your perspective on the issues researched, discussed, and evaluated for this project? B. Describe how your research and writing of this report contributed to your own understanding of local and international issues and what was significant for you. How to complete this assignment. 1. Include a minimum of 7 resources, including 2 books, 2 peer-reviewed scholarly articles, and at least 3 other good resources about this ethical issue. 2. Material from resources must be properly quoted throughout your research paper using direct quotes, summarizing, and paraphrasing throughout the paper. See the library session for help. This is not an opinion paper. 3. Include a complete citation page without annotation at the end of your research paper. 4. Include your answers to the 2 reflection questions at the very end of your research paper. 5. This paper should be about 5 to 6 pages long without the citation page or answers to the reflection questions. Please try to keep your paper within this length. 6. The reflection at the end of week 12 will be a statement describing in detail how you will be revising your paper. Your final paper is due in Blackboard by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, November 22nd, prior to the beginning of Thanksgiving break. 8. This assignment is to be typed double-spaced using a 12-point font with standard 1-inch margins. Please put your name, date, and UF200 at the top of your document. Grading. This assignment will be graded based on the rubric attached to the assignment in Blackboard and to the rubric that follows. You can read this carefully to discover what it is you need to be putting into your paper, as well as the required content. Thank you.